And hello, everybody. Daniel Hall from NewCitadel.com and here at YouTube at Menorah Books. And we are in Chapter 7 of The Border of Beyond. Please, again, links in the description below. Follow me on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Go to the website. Kind of get all this working together. And please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Share this with your friends. I know a lot of people have commented to me already. They've been enjoying it. And I would very much like if we could get this to grow. Just please let people know about it. It's a free Christian resource. And without any further ado, Border Beyond, chapter number 7. Sally Highseeker's summer had been nothing less than a whirlwind of emotion. First had come the news that she would be moving to Bordertown. Initially, Sally had been incredibly upset, especially when she thought of perhaps never seeing her long-distance friend Tess again. But with time, Sally had actually grown fond of the idea of moving to Bordertown. In many ways, she didn't like the city life of Menorah. There were people everywhere, and sometimes Sally felt overwhelmed with the weight of expectation often thrown on her by her peers. But just when she was getting used to the idea of going to Bordertown and attending the school there, her parents threw another change her way. Bordertown, of course, contained the 13th Outer Citadel. Women in Menorah didn't actually attend the Citadel. They went to a far more elegant structure known as the Great Palace. But when it came to places like Bordertown, the village was simply too small to contain 2 training buildings. And so the outer citadels doubled as both a citadel for young men and a palace for the young ladies. Excuse me, I'm recovering from some disease. So, of course, none of that really even mattered to Sally. It was customary for girls to wait to go to the palace for training, and they were 12 or 13 years old, and Sally wasn't entirely certain she wanted to go anyway. But her parents, well, they had a different plan in store for her. Here goes my Sally voice again. Oh, no, her mother. Oh, you'll get a head start on other students, her mother explained. You're going to be the only 10-year-old girl in the entire village. Wouldn't you feel odd not going to the Citadel like every other girl at Bordertown? But I'm not ready, Sally protested. It's going to be hard and boring and grrr. Sally was unhappy, to put it mildly. She had no interest in attending the Citadel, Palace, whatever you wanted to call it. It had taken her long enough to get happy with the idea of just attending school and helping her dad run the inn. Throwing anything else in had just ruined her already fragile little world. Sally, her father said in a calm voice, I understand your frustration, but I really do think you're going to love Bordertown when you get there. I've already visited 3 times, and it's a wonderful place to be. Besides, it took some doing, but I was able to meet with Captain Geranor this summer, and I arranged something that I think will make you happy. Sally pricked up a bit at the thought of something special, but she was still unhappy, and so her bitter sarcasm couldn't help but jump in and say something. What? I have to get married too? Sally's mother rolled her eyes as her father, Borzen, held back both laughter and displeasure with his daughter's sharp tongue. Certainly not, he answered. I knew you would need a friend when you got there. I didn't want to say anything until it was all worked out, but I got word this morning that it's all set and Tess is going to be there too. She's coming to train at the Citadel. Sally could hardly believe the words she was hearing. Suddenly nothing seemed negative. Nothing seemed like it could bring her down at all. You mean, she asked speechlessly, Tess is going to be with you, her mother finished with a smile. Now, why don't you thank your father? Trust me, he's been putting a lot of work into this. Any tears Sally had been fighting with faded away, and a smile covered her face. She reached out to her dad and hugged him tightly. I'm sorry, she said slowly. Thank you, Daddy. You're the best. So are you, Sally. So are you. And thus ends Chapter 7 of Border Beyond. Again, look down on the links. Please subscribe to the channel and share it with others. I intend to continue writing, and so far the channel's grown a little bit. The views have definitely gone up, and the website has been doing a lot better. So I would encourage you, please share this with your friends. Anybody that's interested in reading, I mean, if they like reading books, I think they'll enjoy this. So pass the word along and let folks know. NewCitadel.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Daniel Hall, and that is that.